Hello and welcome back to my channel. Are you new on my channel? If you are, then don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. For you, my usual viewers, I love you all. Okay, in this video, this sister is getting called out for saying that if black people in America ever defended themselves in the way Palestinians are doing, then it would have been better. Now, she's being called out, guys, by a lot of people. Let's take a look at her short clip before looking at how people are reacting to her video. Here is our short clip.
If black people in America ever defended ourselves in the way that Palestinian people are defending their right to exist, we would get the exact same treatment.
Now, the reason why she is being called out is because the black community has been doing this. Like, people have been standing up for the black community. There's a lot of people who have been talking about issues that concern us, the black community. So people are not understanding what she is saying because this is already happening, that this has been happening. Anyway, let's check out how different people reacted to this on TikTok. Here are the teachers.
Their right to exist, we would get the exact same treatment.
If by defending ourselves you mean committing terror acts like killing innocent civilians and women and kidnapping children to use them as human shields, then we would deserve the same treatment. We all understand that, right? Like, the quickest way to get labeled a terrorist and be condemned by virtually everyone with their head screwed on right is to attack innocent civilians and cause terror in the people that aren't oppressing you. The innocent Israeli citizens who were the victims of those defensive attacks, as you'd probably call them, aren't the ones oppressing Hamas or Palestinian citizens. If you'd like to make the argument that the Israeli government is doing that, then go right ahead. I won't stop you. But wouldn't it make sense to attack the Israeli government and not the innocent civilians? And let's do the innocent Palestinian citizens a favor and stop conflating them with the terrorist organization that is Hamas. It isn't Palestinians who are participating in this mass armed organized resistance because they can't get their hands on any guns. They're just trying to survive, and honestly, they deserve better. They deserve better from the Israeli government, and they deserve better from the self-appointed dictators that are Hamas. Because truth be told, Hamas isn't even looking to free the Palestinians or defend their right to exist. They're just looking to put as much fear in the eyes of Israeli Jews as they can, and once that stops working, bring hell on earth.
In the way that
Finally, thank you. Thank you so much for saying this, because either I've been trying to say this or I haven't said it at least once, and I haven't seen anyone say it, so I felt a little bit crazy. But what's really fucking me up about black people being like, I support Israel, is the insanity of that. First of all, never mind the training that and the cooperation that goes on between American military law enforcement and Israeli law enforcement and military. But for black and brown people and indigenous people who might support Israel, particularly black people, I haven't seen I haven't seen it yet in other communities. I'm sure it's there. But do you not realize, setting aside the state violence and oppression that a lot of black communities already receive, do you not realize if shit pops off in the United States and we decide we're going to get ours, do you not realize that the United States government will do the exact same fucking thing to black and brown people as the Israelis are doing to the Palestinians? They will eliminate us, or at least make that effort. They've never really been able to eliminate black people, but that's not the point. Like that, it's so fucking wild. Even looking at it from a completely selfish point of view, which is not, it's a whole nother thing. Like, you can't eat. It's really what blows my mind up, because it is not hard for me to imagine a world in which the United States does this to black and brown communities all across the United States, blue or red or whatever the fucking colors are. Oh my God.
Defended ourselves in the way that
I mean, they already have. And if you're looking at my baby throw up on my shirt, you ain't been a parent. But they already have. Every rebellion in American history and in Caribbean history, South American history, any rebellions by the indigenous people or the enslaved people against the oppressive colonizing force has been met with media and all these other outlooks of, oh my God, these people are animals, these people are monsters, these people are horrible. They would do the same thing to us in a heartbeat. But we know this. It was the same thing with the Black Lives Matter movements. It was the same thing with the Stono Rebellion, Nat Turner's Rebellion, the other 200 plus rebellions. They paint the person being oppressed in the worst light ever, even though they reached their breaking point and had to fight back.
If black people in America ever defended ourselves in the way that Palestinians...
I'm gonna go one further. Imagine if there was no Dr. King or Malcolm X to usher in the civil rights era. And imagine if crack hit the neighborhoods the exact same way it did before. This probably would have happened in the early 90s to us. Like, I don't think enough black people realize how close we were if history had just gone a little bit different to being where they are currently. And we should always remember that and never forget. But I know it's hard to remember when you can just, go out and buy an iPhone and you can use the same shitter as the white person. That's just America. Remember all the shit that you can't do. Like go driving without worrying about the police bothering you. Or just being somewhere late at night without worrying about the police bothering you. Or getting the police called on you. Remember, our history is being pulled from school books and erased currently. So might want to start remembering kind of fast.
To exist, we would get the exact same treatment.
Black people in America can't have guns and defend themselves, their property, and their families. Goofy. There are a lot of white people who would never allow the government to commit those type of acts on black people. Whether y'all want to consciously acknowledge it or not, it's true. And why do y'all keep saying Palestinian? Because that attack had nothing to do with Palestine. That was Hamas, a terrorist organization that believes in Islamic superiority and supremacy over the entire world. You as a black woman wouldn't even have rights in their world. Keep pandering for them though, goofy.
Ourselves in the way that Palestine...
So just to add a few points from my good sis in that Stitch video, I'm going to need a lot of us to go ahead and Google the following terms: anti-Semite, ethnic cleansing, and genocides. Because I'm convinced that a good majority of y'all don't know really what the fuck is going on with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict right now. Because I'm sorry, the amount of people that I'm seeing in support of Israel is already letting me know you can't really know what the fuck is going on. Like, you seriously? And a lot of y'all too getting on here spreading misinformation. To you folks, my message is sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Okay, there's enough grief and loss in this world, and we don't need your ass adding the flames to that fuel. Sit the fuck down.
If black people in America ever defended ourselves in the way that Palestine...
Only thing is, in this day and age, black people don't want to help black people. Black people don't even want to be black no more. Black men don't want to help black women. So, of course, we're not going to stick together because, oh, shit, guess what? Black lives only matter if you're straight.
Now, there has been a number of protests against a lot of things in America concerning the unfair treatment of the black community. Some of them include the BL movement. That was our race standing up for themselves. Among these, the origins of the UN Day Against Racism, which is very important to remember because it came out of the unalivings of black people standing up for their rights. Now, throughout America's history, protesting has been a means to amplify the voices of the oppressed and marginalized. This is more reason why people have called her out, because there have been a number of our brothers and sisters amplifying their voices on so many things that are affecting or have affected the black community. With that said, let's take a look at how people reacted to this in the comments. There were a lot of comments and people were just commenting and commenting and commenting. So let's go straight into the comments. The first comment says, the history repeating itself right in front of our eyes. These people standing with Israel are the same people that would have stood with slave owners. If a group of black people did the same thing, they would be unalived, labeled a gang, and swept under the rug. There is a difference between defending oneself and just out there committing war crimes. This one says, does she mean blacks should start unaliving innocent children? There were a lot of comments, guys. Some telling her to just shut up because she doesn't know what she was talking about. I guess the pressure on her sister was just too much because it turns out that she even deleted her video. But hey, on social media, it is about receipts. in as much as someone can try to delete their video to fix what they said, it doesn't happen like that, because people always have them receipts coming out whenever someone tries to act smart. Now this is there's just a lot of drama on TikTok, guys. Not necessarily drama per se, but these stories and issues I share are things that are really happening. We have come to the end of the video. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Remember, I always make sure to watch TikTok videos so that you don't have to. I mean, that's why you have me to bring you this TikTok gist. Anyway, see you in my next video as I bring you another interesting gist. From me to bye-bye.